I hate to say it, Hasbro's going to be getting some coal in their stockings when it comes to this figure. Stay tuned and find out why in my unboxing and review video. I really wanted to like this figure. However, there are several issues with this figure that, it really makes me just not able to like the figure. Everything from reused accessories like the ion blaster here, if I can get it out of his hand. There, damn, that was a tight grip. Like the ion blaster to the godforsaken reused uh trailer that was all the way back in Earthrise. Every step that this figure took forward would tumble and then take 3 steps back. This figure could not really get out of the gate at all. And I'm sorry to say that because I had so much in the way of hopes when it came to the Holiday Optimus Prime. I'm going to be talking more about those issues right about now. Okay, so the figure that is being unboxed and reviewed, it is the leader class Holiday Optimus Prime. I forgot to put holiday in it, but it is the Holiday Optimus Prime. This is a Christmas variant that was released in 2022, just a couple years ago. This figure was released, and I had so many hopes for this figure that I actually held on to this figure for nearly a year because I wanted to do this unboxing review on Christmas. By the way, it is currently Christmas as I'm recording this, so I hope you are all having a very Merry Christmas with your loved ones and your family and all that. I hope you guys are having an awesome Christmas. I'm sad to say, Hasbro, they may want to look in their stockings because they're not going to be getting gold this year. Anyway, I bought this figure on Amazon from a third party for about $64.91. If you are curious, you can find this figure at eBay. If you go through the United States or US only as a filter, you then add like free shipping, buy it now, and new. You can find this figure on the low end for about $83.99 or on the high end for about $109.95. Okay, this figure it is basically a remold or reuse of a fairly new mold. Hold on one second. Okay. This figure was actually a repaint of the previous mold, which it was just I think it's called the Optimus Prime VNR 900 or 500 or something like that. It's basically this figure just minus the holiday paint. Uh, yeah. Other than that, there's nothing really different about between this figure and the previous release. However, this figure has god awful problems. Number one, I'm not going to do it because I'm afraid the leg will not come back on, will not stay on the figure. The leg falls off easily. You can move the leg and the thing will just pop off. And no, it's not meant to do that, ladies and gentlemen. It is not meant to do that at all. Also, in converting this figure, the upper half will detach from the lower half. I'm not talking like detach on like a hinge. No, literally, the upper torso will just come off. Not meant to do that, ladies and gentlemen. You will see both of these issues in the transformation video that I'm going to post alongside with this video. The paint job is very basic. I'm sorry to say it, the figure itself is very basic. I mean, I am not impressed at all with this figure. Up close, as you can see in the lower image, they changed out the color of the glass for the chest. It's no longer blue or clear. It is now green to go with the Christmas time motif. In the alt mode, this is where I think it shines the most. I think that this would have been an excellent like a model, like a model kit, or even non-transforming figure. But this is where it shines the most. You have a nice holiday deco for this figure. They have the front of the truck painted like it's covered in snow. There's snow on top of the trailer. It looks nice. It looks nice from the outside. However, when you start looking at it, especially when you open the trailer up, the trailer is just plain white. They could not do anything different with the freaking trailer. If you have Earthrise Optimus Prime's trailer, it's the same trailer. They did absolutely nothing. You don't get anything extra. You don't get any extra detailing. You get Earthrise Optimus Prime's trailer just with a white and red deco. Okay, I think that is about it. There is no real comparison photo because they haven't really released this figure at all besides with the original. I'm not sure if they ever will. This could just be a limited run for this one model, yeah, or mold, or whatever you want to call it. Stay tuned. When I return, I will be right back with the unboxing to show everybody what comes inside of the box. I know what's in the box. I'm going to show you right about now after these commercials, actually.
What are you doing, Sam?
You are getting sleepy.
What?
You will now call Kraft macaroni and cheese. Kraft cheese and macaroni.
'Cause it's the cheesiest.
Yeah.
Kraft macaroni and cheese dinner has more cheese than anyone else. That's why it's the cheesiest.
You hand over your cheese and macaroni. I was this close.
Kraft cheese and macaroni, the cheesiest.
It is that time of the video that I personally love this portion of the video because I get to show everybody what came in the box. So I know I'm gonna say, I always say it, what's in the box? I'm about to show you what's in the box. Let's get on with it right now. Okay, so we have this is the front of the box, which looks very nice. It looks nice. That's why it's such a shame to actually get this, because looking at that, I had so much in the way of high hopes. But oh my god, once I got the figure out of the box, it's like that old saying, never meet your idols. They will always let you down. This let me down. But anyway, we're not talking about this right now. We're talking about the box. Box looks nice on the front. Here you have Optimus Prime going through the snow. It looks like he's trying to bring Christmas cheer to some people. You have a Christmas tree behind the truck. You have a snowman near the back of the trailer. It's a nice picture. On the back of the box, you have your still photos, your publicity photos, whatever you want to call them, stock photos. You have Optimus Prime in his primary mode. You have him in his alt mode. Looks like 37 steps. 37 steps to convert this figure. And then they should not have done this. They should not have done this. I didn't take a look until I opened the box up, or went to open the box up. They have a picture of the inside of the trailer. It's like, why? Why? That alone, if I bought this at a normal brick and mortar store, I bought this on Amazon. If I saw this at a normal brick and mortar store, I turned that box around and I saw it's the same fucking trailer that you got with Earthrise Optimus Prime, that you got with Sleeper Alternate Universe Dead Optimus Prime, that you got with Nemesis Prime. I would have literally put the box down and be like, no, not fucking worth it. Not fucking worth it. Not worth it. It's just not worth it. Even though if even if this turned out to be an awesome figure, that trailer, that repetitive trailer, oh my god, it would be a hard sell because I have three, I think it's three of those motherfuckers on the shelf in the bedroom. I don't need any more of these same fucking trailers. I just don't. And what's sad is they couldn't even add a red and yellow or red and white motif kind of decorations on the inside of the trailer. No, it's just plain white. It is just plain fucking white. Even the little drone that's attached to the trailer, did they give that any color? Fuck no, they even painted over the fucking window. It's all white. There is nothing unique about the inside of this trailer. The trailer, I'll be honest, after what, 4, 5, 6, 10,000 releases of this fucking trailer, this fucking trailer sucks at this point. It fucking sucks. You can only like the same product over and over and over again before you just start getting tired of it. And guess what? I'm tired of it. It's time to retire this trailer. Okay, with that rant out of the way, let's continue on, shall we? So on, I think this is the left side of the box. If you're looking at the front, you have they made this look like it was like a present that was like kind of partially torn open. You have Holiday Optimus Prime. On the other side, you have it looks like a CG rendered Optimus Prime from what I've heard online, because I was checking to see if other people had the same QC issues that my figure has. It looks like, thankfully, hopefully, they do not. So it looks like mine may just be a bad figure, but still, I cannot just look away and look, oh, it's just my figure. You paid money for these things. You deserve a functioning figure. The fact that a leg comes off if you move it, the fact that the upper torso, disconnects from the body itself, that's not acceptable. But from what I've heard, this is like a CG rendered of Optimus Prime, and it got Hasbro got them a little bit of criticism from the fan base. On the back, you basically have the same Optimus Prime again with the Transformers logo, and then you have like a little to and from little name tag thing. It's supposed to make it look like this is a present, ladies and okay, hold on, let's go to this one. Okay, once you get the box open and you remove everything, here's what you get. You get the instruction manual. Amazingly, I didn't get that piece of shit white little paper that you get in everything. I'm not sure they just forgot to pack it, or maybe Hasbro's finally starting to slowly realize, holy shit, people don't like these fucking pieces of paper. Maybe we should stop packing them, But I didn't get the motherfucker. I'm happy about that, at least. What's inside the box? You get Optimus Prime, you get the truck, you get the trailer, and you get the candy cane ion blaster. I think that's what they called it anyway. But yeah, that's all you get. Then you get the instruction manual. Once you take the items off the tray, I did not realize it until I'm looking at it right now. The back of the truck is actually angled up a little bit. That's why the back wheels kind of look like that. I did not realize it when I took the picture. But anyway, here's what the figure looks like out of the box with the candy cane ion blaster. Okay, that's about it. But yeah, so that is what all came in the box of the Holiday Optimus Prime. Stay tuned, and when I return after this commercial, I'll be talking about the conversion process or the transformation process to get this figure from alt mode to primary mode. So stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
After a mix-up at the hospital, Detective Bert Simpson thinks he's got 2 weeks to live.
What's the difference? If it happens, it happens.
But if he can go in the line of duty,
All right.
his family will be set for life.
Now or never for nobody.
But getting killed isn't as easy as it looks. Short Time.
You missed me again, you idiot.
Rated PG-13.
Starts Friday at a theater near you. Check newspapers for showtime.
Okay, when it came to transforming or converting, however you prefer to call it, this figure, the steps are, it's easy-ish. However, with the issue of the leg constantly falling off, which you'll see in the video, it makes transformations hard, basically, because you're moving the legs and everything, and the leg is constantly falling off. It's constantly falling off. Or, God forbid, the upper torso literally pops off from the waist. Not acceptable. It's not acceptable. And because of that, I only converted the figure from alt mode to primary mode. This figure is actually in its alt mode when you get out of the box. So, yeah. So basically, I went from alt mode to primary mode. I was afraid to convert this figure back to alt mode and then back to primary mode again because of the QC issues with this figure. I'm not sure how much more movements these mushroom pegs, because the legs are on a mushroom peg that connects to the waist, and the upper body is also connected via mushroom peg, which I think is fucking stupid. I feel that the vital body parts, the legs, arms, torso, everything should be kind of bolted together. That way you don't rely on stupid fucking mushroom pegs that can be too weak for the figure, you know. But if you would like to actually see that transformation video that I did, in the corner up here, I'm going to put a link and you can watch it at your own leisure. Due to just it being over 20 minutes, I'm not going to add it to this video itself. But like I said, if you want, you can always click on the link and it'll take you to the transformation. When I return, ladies and gentlemen, it will be my review. And I'm sorry, I'm not sure if you can tell, but it's not going to be a good review. Stay tuned, I'll be right back.
It goes faster, a quarter easier, and it only costs $1. Trust me. Joey Isuzu is alive.
He always had a credibility problem.
Mommy!
But now Joe's getting even with the all-new Impulse. Its 16-valve engine is faster. Its Lotus Tune suspension does corner easier. And the price?
Jimmy, Bobby, na 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 na.
Okay, everybody, it is now time for my review. Basically, before I get to the positives, negatives, and the pet peeves, I'm going to play a quick video in which you will see, from my point, you'll see everything that I talked about. It's basically kind of like a review within a slight review within this review. But anyway, so this video will be about, I think it's about 17 minutes, and I'll show you my issues that I have with this figure. So let's actually get to that right about now. Oh boy, oh boy. When I was getting ready to record this portion, the leg of the figure came off again. So what happened when I went to attach the leg? The torso, the upper body came off. I am not liking this figure at all. I do not like this figure. I mean, it takes a lot for me to say I don't like something, because I like to try to see the positive in everything. But this figure, oh boy, this figure definitely needed more time to in development, basically. Here, let me do this, and then this figure needed more time in development. I'm sorry to say it, but I'm dreading what will happen when I open up the Volvo version, just the generic Volvo version of this figure, because I also have that figure on the shelf in the living room. There is really not much here to really, as a positive. If I am to really kind of scrape the barrel, find something to really, you know, compliment this figure on, some of the paint job. I like the paint job, like on the cap, has that winter look. I like the candy cane striping on the blaster. That's nice. But then you go to the rest of the figure, and it just looks, it's terrible. It's terrible. I know people, if you like this figure, more power to you. That's your right to like it. But me, I feel incredibly let down with this figure. Not only, if everything else was okay, I could look past the paint. I could look past the paint, but I mean, like, literally, QC issue with the leg coming off. QC issue with the upper body literally coming off. The paint looks poorly, except for where you have the decoration on the calves and on the blaster. This figure feels like, and it looks like, something you would find in a back alley flea market. In possibly like a third world country where nobody would know the difference between official product and fake forgeries. That's what this feels like. This feels like a fake forgery. This does not look and it does not feel like something that I have been accustomed to since I got back into collecting Transformers back in like 2017-ish. It was between, I think it was between Heinz Return and Power of the Primes. This figure feels nothing like Blaster. And this figure is even older than this one, if I remember correctly. Let me check it out. Hold on, let me pull it up. Hold on 1 second. Okay, give me 1 second here. Okay, display capture. Okay, so let's turn off this. Okay, let's do a full screen. There. Let's see here. Holiday Optimus. Let's try TF Wiki. I'm guessing it's going to be a little bit of a research here. Well, it's okay to do some research. I got nothing but free time. I'm on vacation. Okay, Holiday Optimus Prime. Okay, here we go. This thing was released December 2022. For me. Where did it go? I hate when you go to zoom in, it throws it all off. Where the fuck did it go now? Here we go. Fuck, I'm gonna have to just kind of. Really, you cannot just stay in the one spot. You literally have to. Really? Oh, there it is. Okay. December 2022 was when this figure released. Now, let's see when. EF Wiki. Okay, games. Okay, so I got the Legacy re-release of the figure at the time. So let's see here. Okay, so this one came out in 2022, but the mold itself was 2021. So this figure is roughly about a year older than. Hold on, it was about a year older than this figure. How is it that this figure feels and looks better than this guy? I'm not saying that they should look identical, or feel identical. But the thing is, I feel this guy. I look, when I hold this guy, he does not feel right. He does not feel right. And I have never had this many. Now it's only 2, granted, but I've never had this many QC issues with one figure. Once in a while, I'll have a QC issue where it affects like one thing, like say Nova Prime. a leg comes off, just like this guy. Or the most common QC issue I have is where things do not line up correctly or come or peg together correctly. This guy is literally falling apart, with the exception of the Wreck and Rule, those two stupid fossilizers. This guy has, it's about on the same level as those fossilizers from Wreck and Rule. A leg comes off. You try to fix the leg, the upper body comes off. How is that acceptable? How is that acceptable? Like I said, if I was to really nitpick and try to find one thing decent about this figure, it's the color coding for the blaster and the paint job on the cap. They couldn't, with the exception of the outside of this trailer, they couldn't be bothered to really add any color. They couldn't be bothered to add any real color to this trailer. Without the red, this trailer is literally just white. It is literally just white. You look on the inside, it's nothing but white. They couldn't even do any kind of highlights. I'm not happy with this figure. And thankfully I'm not a person who accepts. I'm not a person who would accept review copies. Because if I accepted review copies, I could not be as honest as I am with you. I spent decent money on this. Let's see here. Okay, I bought this figure. I ordered it on January 26th. So it's been about a year. Here, let's turn this off. Zoom in. So I ordered both this guy and the Volvo on the same day, January 26, 2024. So I've had these guys for almost a year. I held off unboxing and reviewing the Holiday Optimus Prime because I wanted to have this unboxing review up on Christmas, because I think it would be an awesome unboxing review. But I'm just so disappointed right now. I'm still going to upload. I've already gone this far. I wanted to be so happy. Like, oh, hey, look how awesome this figure is. He embodies Christmas. He's so fucking awesome, isn't he? And I can't even do that because of all the QC issues. I can't do it also because he looks like a bootleg. He looks like a forgery. He looks like Steve. You've heard, do you remember early 2000s when people were scamming Ray-Ban sports glasses, or Ray-Ban sunglasses, and you could just tell those were fakes? That's what this guy is like. He literally looks and feels like a forgery. Now, what should I spend on this guy? Hold on, let me... And that's what makes it so bad. That's what makes it so bad. Hold on. When I bought this figure, it cost $64.91. $64.91. The VNR 300 was slightly cheaper at $62.99. These are not cheap figures, ladies and gentlemen. These are not cheap figures. And for it to have these kind of problems, it's a bitter pill to swallow, because not only, was it $64.91, but the return window closed February 27, 2024. So I'm going to keep the figure no matter what. But if I opened it up back then and I had this problem, I could have returned it. The thing is, I think people buy these figures trusting Hasbro to release a good figure. Now, here is the catch. Check this out. The figure is not even available anymore. It's not even available. They don't even have anybody to that is selling it. They don't have anybody. So basically, this figure may no longer ever be back on Amazon. Which honestly, I'll be honest, I'm not really feeling that bad. Hopefully, the amount, let's see here. I'm just going to check. Was this from Amazon? I can't recall if this was from Amazon or if it was from a third party that I bought this from. Does it say it just has a generic order? Let me check the view order. Yeah, it's from a place called Jumpsuit Empire. But it doesn't say where it was shipped from. Like, it was shipped by, wasn't, let's see here. See here? I wish that it would give, yeah. No, it looks like it was, sold and supplied by Jumpsuit Empire. But anyway. I can't help but feel, not that bad that this figure is no longer on the shelves on Amazon's website, because of the fact is that it is a horrible figure. Horrible figure. It's sad that the only things I can really compliment this figure on is the color of his blaster and the paint job on his caps that make up the cap. Other than that, this figure is a failure. I can't rotate the hips without it coming off. I can't rotate the leg without it coming off. It's not even like it's not even like I'm fucking, acting like a goddamn gorilla and just fisting and punching it, I'm just trying to do your simple movements, moving your leg and everything, and I'm afraid to do that without it falling apart. A lot of the time when I, have these or buy these figures, I like when it came to Nova Prime. I just got done unboxing and reviewing him today. A lot of the time, I can try to find some positives. Like, yeah, this figure, his leg may come off, but, if you put him on a shelf, he looks nice. Visually, he is a very nice figure. I can't even say that with this figure. This figure does not look nice. It doesn't feel right. And by God, you can't even use it, interact with it without it falling. It fails almost on everything. I have not had a figure like that since I really got into the collection. Well, let's see here. Actually, there's one figure. Hold on. The only other figure that I purchased that I fucking regret, Titans Return Wheelie. I fucking hate that figure. You try to convert it and the thing just collapses. You try to fix one of the issues, 10 other issues pop up when you're fixing it. I can't, I can't do anything with this figure. I will be, this is a precautionary tale. Let Holiday Optimus Prime be a precautionary tale. Be careful when you buy something. even though it came from Hasbro, not everything is, as good as it seems to be. Which is sad because, like I said, I waited nearly a year to review this figure. That's all I can really say. All right, so I give you my thoughts about the figure itself. I talked about the QC issues that this figure had, how I felt that this figure honestly looks and feels like a cheap knockoff, basically. But let's get to the positives and the negatives. Every one of these reviews I do positives, negatives, and pet peeves. And there are no pet peeves that I can recall, so we're just going to start right with the positives. Portion of the paint job. Some of the paint job I like is on the cab. I like this little snow effect that you see on the front of the cab, which makes up the calves of this guy. The paint job is nice on that. Even though I'm getting tired of this fucking blaster, I like the candy cane deco for blaster. That's a nice job. This is still a fairly new mold. This is only the second time that this mold has been used, for Optimus Prime, so I like that. The box art. The box art was very festive. It's one of the saving graces of this figure. Also, you have the articulation, but then again, for a figure that's released during the Legacy and the War for Cybertron timelines, or within that time frame, I would hope that this motherfucker should have some articulation. If this thing did not have articulation, I'd be throwing it into the trash, basically. However, as always, with positives, there's negatives. Oh my god, there are a shit ton of negatives. It's a lot of negatives, ladies and gentlemen. So let's get to this. QC issues: the legs and the upper torso disconnects from the body. I don't understand how this fucking happened. It's 2024. We're about to start 2025, and they still haven't fucking figured out how the best way it is to connect the legs to the body and everything. Mushroom pegs should not be used for the high tolerance areas. If you have a main body part and it's going to be constantly being moved, it should not be relying on a mushroom peg. It needs to be bolted to the main frame. Accessories, everything. I'm fucking done with all the accessories that came with this figure. The Ion Blaster, we've had numerous fucking releases of this thing. We had numerous releases of the fucking trailer, the goddamn Matrix that came with this figure. I didn't even mention the Matrix. You got here. Can I actually open this up? There we go. You have the fucking Matrix. It's repetitive. Do something new, for fuck's sake. Do something new, Hasbro. I'm begging you, please. It's not that fucking hard. You're a $1 million, if not a $1 billion company. I could do fucking something different. I would give me the job. Give me a couple thousand a month, and I'll develop some fucking new accessories for these characters. Build potential. This toy had so much potential, and they just fucked it all up with the QC issues, with the constant relying on nearly 5-year-old accessories. This shit is done. If this was going all the way back to, like, say, if this was Nemesis Prime that was released right after Earthrise Optimus Prime, well, Nemesis Prime wasn't even Earthrise, it was the Siege mold. The Siege mold used the goddamn trailer. Okay, so let's see. If this was the sleeper, the alternate universe Optimus Prime, I'd be like, okay, I could give it a little bit of a pass because it was only like the second time that they've used, or the third time, whatever, that they used the accessories. But exactly how many times can we just keep giving Hasbro the pass? It's like, oh, it's okay, Hasbro. You can do better next time. No, it's time that they start being held accountable. This is why people get pissed. Yeah. It's not that hard to release new accessories. For fuck's sake. Oh my god, I feel like I'm talking to a brick wall sometimes when it comes to this issue. And this ties to the Hasbro laziness. Laziness and failed potential kind of go hand in hand with Hasbro. This figure is fucking wobbly. I think it has to do with his feet. His feet just do not set flesh, and then you have the huge fucking calves. It makes getting this thing to stand in certain positions where it's not wobbling all over the place. It makes it very difficult. Plastic. I'm not sure if anybody else has the same feeling, but this thing, this figure looks and it feels cheap. I swear I could go to Tijuana, to some back alley illegal market that they have, and I would not be shocked if they had like these things lined up on a table. This feels like a fucking cheap forgery, and it looks like it also. Okay, let's see here. I got those two actually knocked off, the plastic and the bootleg. Let's see here. No matter what, this is just a cash-in. It's just a cash-in. Pull at your heartstrings for the holidays. If this figure was actually decent, it could have possibly pulled it off. Be like, oh, Christmas, Optimus Prime. But when you look at something and it is an abject failure like this figure's, it just kind of makes you hate Christmas because of the fact that what they're trying to remind you of. Next year, I'm going to be thinking of Christmas, and I'm going to be thinking of this motherfucker. Because do you want to know why? Here, I'll show you why. Because when I'm done recording, this figure is probably going to go on one of those two shelves over there. So, like I said, every Christmas, I'm going to have to look at this thing and be like, oh my god, it's been another year, and you're still on my fucking shelf. Exclusivity. Even if this figure was a good figure, the exclusivity, which was for it being exclusive to Hasbro Pulse, it just is a fucking turnoff. I hate exclusive figures. I feel that every person should have a right to have equal access to these figures. Price for what you get. You get for, well, let's see here. I think the opening price when this thing was released was about $57, give or take a couple dollars. You're basically paying $57 for a semi-new mold. The trailer you're getting like a 5-year-old trailer with all the shit that came with it. Nothing new with it. They could not even kick forth like a roller figure. Give us like a red and white roller figure. That would have been awesome. But no, you get the same fucking boring, repetitive shit. Trailer, ion blaster, matrix, repair drone, and a stupid fucking shield. That's all. That's all you fucking get. And then visually, and I kind of mentioned that earlier, but visually, this thing looks inferior when compared to figures that are even older than this. What does it say when, I'll be honest, to me, the Reflector figures from Warfare Cybertron Siege look fucking better than this thing. How the hell, excuse me, how the hell is it that this figure is only 2 years old, but the Reflector figures, which came out in 2019, look better than this? How is that possible? How? How is that possible, Hasbro? So that is it. And let me just check, make sure. Yep, no pet peeve. So that is it, ladies and gentlemen. I gave you my positives. There are only 4 of them. And then I gave you a shit ton of negatives. When I return after these commercials, I will be giving you my final thoughts. Stay tuned, and I'll be right back.
If I can fly, I would go to Texas and go to California, Mississippi, Jamaica, New Mexico. I'll fly all over the world and go outer space to all the planets, see what they got there.
1 out of 8 teenagers in America is functionally illiterate. What a child grows up to be is up to you. It's up to all of us.
We've gone through the introduction, we've gone through the unveiling, we went through the unboxing, the transforming, and the review. It is now time for the final thoughts. And boy, oh boy, almost a year, and it feels like a real wet fart, to be honest. It feels like a wet fart. This figure, it's hard for me to get down on to be sad about owning a figure. The only figures I can really say that I just do not like owning is Titans Return Wheelie, Spindle, and oh god, I can't recall what the other one is. Masterdominus, that's what his name is, from the Wreck and Rule collection. The other two are the fossilizers that were part of the Wreck and Rule collection. It's hard for me to literally say I don't like a figure because I try to find something positive. Even if the figures, the interactive feature of that figure is bad, I can still try and if it's appealing, then it can still save it because it's nice eye candy if for a display case like how I do my stuff. However, this figure doesn't have that. It has issues with falling apart if you're interacting with it. It looks cheap. It feels cheap. The paint looks cheap. Everything looks fucking cheap with the exception of the goddamn snow job that they did on the cab and the trailer. Everything else looks like shit. And then you combine the same ion blaster that came with Earthrise Optimus Prime. You combine the same fucking trailer that came with Earthrise. It's tiring. It's fucking tiring. I cannot be the only collector that is getting tired of the same fucking shit. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. Sorry about that. Neighbors are enjoying Christmas right now. But anyway, it's hard for me as a collector to constantly trying to get excited. It's not even organic excitement anymore. It's like I'm trying to convince myself to get excited for something I already have, like, what, 4 of now? 5? When I open up this goddamn, oh my god, it's gonna be like, okay. I think it's gonna be like 6 or 7. Hold on, I got Earthrise Optimus Prime. I got Nemesis, the trailer that came with Nemesis Prime. Alternate Universe / AKA Dead Optimus Prime. I have the trailer that went with this guy, so that's what, 4? I got the one that goes with the V&R Volvo that's back there, that's 5. I got the Target exclusive Optimus Prime with Autobot Spot. I think that's 6. 6 of these fucking trailers. I can literally start building a pyramid. That's what I may take a fucking picture one of these days after I get all these trailers out and build a pyramid, for like a 3, 2, and 1 or something like that. Because it's getting ridiculous how many of these fucking trailers we're getting. The only positive about this is hopefully we're going to start moving towards the Studio Series 86 Optimus Prime trailer. Even if that's the case, we're going to start getting innovative with those, and the same problem is just going to pop up again. because they don't do anything different with these trailers. They don't add any new accessories to these trailers. They don't fucking paint them. Like I said, it's hard. It's hard to get organically excited for something when you have so many and they do nothing new with these things. It's literally the same fucking trailer. It's one thing to release like a repainted Seeker, because those are characters. Oh, you got the red and gray Seeker. Oh yeah, that's oh god, I can't recall what his name. It's the Target exclusive one. Red Wing, I think that's what his name was. You got the neon green and gray Seeker. That's Acid Storm. You got the black and blue variant Sideswipe. That's, oh god, I can't recall what his name is. It's the undercover, deep cover. Those repaints are different characters. They have names. They're different characters. You're just getting a fucking reused trailer at this point. Bullshit, actually. They do absolutely fucking nothing with these things. And as a collector, it's annoying. It takes up space. They do absolutely nothing with these trailers. Yeah. So like I said, figure looks like shit. You get the same fucking accessories. You get the same fucking trailer. This figure did not have been released. You should have taken a few more years of development, because this is not worth the price. And I can say it because I spent the goddamn money to buy the motherfucker. So I always ask I'm pretty sure people are wondering, should I buy this figure? And the answer is no. No, you should not buy this figure. If you see this figure, even if they re-release it, and it ends up going on sale at your local Ollie's, at a Ross, fucking leave it like the plague. Leave it like the plague, because it's nothing but a glorified cash-in. Excuse me. A glorified cash-in to pull at your heartstrings for the holidays. They do not deserve your money with this figure. It is not worthy of your money. But that is it. That is it. I gave you my opinions, and it's ultimately up to you, yeah. But if you end up buying this figure, I hope it's not as defective as mine. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. As always, we are at the end of this video, or this unboxing review. I will see you next time. As always, if you're watching on YouTube, feel free to click that like button, click the subscribe and the bell in any order. If you're watching on Facebook, click the like button, and I'll see you next time. My name is Jeff, aka GCurse, wishing you all a great evening and happy Christmas, everybody. Peace out.
If you're trying to lose a few pounds and butter is out, you're gonna love this.
Molly McButter.
Now you can shake on the taste of butter for just 4 calories.
Molly McButter.
Molly McButter Natural Butter Flavor Sprinkles. The taste of real butter with only 4 calories per serving. A very wholesome, 100% natural 4 little calories. So indulge yourself.
Molly McButter.
You've got Molly now.